I was playing with inversions on Jace's acceleration room. How
So
far?
let's focus in on Anomaly Viktor. What does he really do? He keeps going back in time, giving Jace different runes because he was close to Jace and he knows that Jace is the only one who can show him how things end, who can deliver this message to himself. Now, any other rune other than the acceleration rune, everything happens exactly the same except Echo doesn't return because no acceleration rune, no Z drive. And I know what you're thinking, oh, that's not the case. Things change a lot if you give him a different rune, because look at the Vi's dead timeline. That timeline is not different because Vi dies. That timeline is different because Heimerdinger travels back in time 3 years ahead of where all these events take place and fixes a lot of the mistakes that he feels like he makes. So let's get an idea of where those 3 years would pop Heimerdinger out in terms of our timeline, the main timeline that we see throughout Arcane. How old is Jace in Act 1 when Heimerdinger and Jace first come across each other?
How old are you, my boy?
I'm 24.
Now, looking at a tweet from Amanda Overton, who was one of the writers on the Arcane show, she says approximately 6 to 7 years passed between the time skip episodes. That would mean Jace is around 30 to 31 years old when everything hits the fan. And that would mean when Heimerdinger came out of the anomaly in this alternate timeline, he was in the middle of that time skip, stuff we didn't see 3 years before everything happened. What he does with that additional time is fix all the mistakes that he made, and he feels like he made mistakes with Jace. Think about what he tells Echo here.
Tampering with the arcane never ends well, lad. The risk is far too great.
I need a professor.
Oh, blast nozzles. How could I forsake a brilliant lad in need? Again.
He probably further guides Jace instead of just telling him magic is dangerous and it's a burden only I carry, you never understand. He further guides Jace to the right path where we don't end up with this horrible end where everyone is evolved by Viktor.